Today, I'm going to show you how we make our homemade tomato basil garlic soup. Fresh, made here, been on the menu since we opened in the early 1990s, 1991 to be exact. People come and request it all the time. All my soup lovers out there, you're going to love this one. So I'm starting with fresh tomatoes. I've already cut one up, and I'm going to cut up the other one. We use a local tomato. We get them from a company that usually gets them out of Immokalee. Then we have a little vegetables. We call that the Trinity. It's red peppers, green peppers, red onion. I'm going to grab the pot and throw this in there so I can start cooking. I'm going to throw a little fresh parsley in there. All right, we're going to let that simmer on the stove. So we use fresh garlic in the soup, and we use fresh basil, two of the main ingredients. I'm going to chop this garlic up, and I already chopped it. It's marinating in a little bit of olive oil. I'm going to cut up our fresh basil for the soup. So this basil, half of it I'm going to put in now, and half I'm going to finish at the end. Because the basil, it really loses its flavor quickly. So that's the kind of item that you want to put in at the end. So how we compensate for the fresh basil losing some of its flavor is by adding some dried basil. So when this dried basil hits the heat, it's going to release its flavor into the sauce, into the soup. One whole bay leaf. Break that up a little bit. And then we're going to put the dried basil. It's about a half a tablespoon. 2 tablespoons of garlic. About 2 tablespoons. I'm Italian. I want to fight the cold and the flu. I'm going to use a lot of garlic. Yeah, let's put it all in there. A little bit of olive oil that's in there with it. And you can see it's a whole plum tomato packed in fresh juice. And I use this as well as the fresh chopped tomatoes that I did to impart more flavor. And there's no preservatives. It's all natural, delicious tomato product. So I'm going to take 2 cups of this. And this is where it gets a little messy, because I got to break these up with my hand. And these tomatoes are so sweet. These California grown tomatoes, this company, Stanislaus, they can some of the best tomato products I've had. So we have our tomatoes broken down by my hand. It gets a tablespoon of tomato paste, big tablespoon as you can see. So that's going to go in there. We're going to put 6 cups of milk, 4 cups of cream. To thin out the milk and the cream a little bit, we're going to add 2 cups of our homemade chicken stock. We're going to let that all simmer together, come to a boil, start to reduce down the soup. We're going to add the tomato product, which has the plum tomatoes in there that I broke up by hand, tomato paste, the basil leaves, the tomato juice. So as of now, everything in this soup is just pure natural ingredients, healthy, except for the heavy cream. But there's only a small percentage of that. The rest is homemade chicken stock with very low sodium, salt and pepper, fresh basil, the vegetables that we put in there. So you see the point that I'm getting at, how we cook our food here at Noodles and serve our food, very fresh, healthy ingredients, the same as you would want to cook at home. All natural, good, delicious ingredients. So salt and pepper, we're going to start out with a little teaspoon. And we got some fresh chiffonata basil in there. Last and not least, our secret ingredient. Matt's going to kill me for giving out the secret recipe that we came up with years ago. Don't tell my brother. Last, our secret ingredient is Tabasco. Not a ton of it, a couple squirts. So I want to show you our finished product. Creamy tomato basil garlic soup from Noodles Cafe. Love you.